Good morning, all. After the big trend move yesterday, we want to sort of analyze, what are the next things possible in terms of market, both Nifty and Bank Nifty, how global markets are poised, and then chalk out a plan for both near term and the week ahead, essentially. Okay, Pele, we'll quickly see the U.S. market overall, what it had did overnight. If you see U.S. market, it did continue to roll down, but eventually found some support and now has created a very distinct वॉल्यूम जोन जो वॉल्यूम जोन का मतलब यही है कि यहाँ पर काफ़ी ज़्यादा ट्रेडिंग हुआ है और कंसोलिडेशन हुआ है तो अराउंड 3900 हमारा ऊपर का एक रेजिस्टेंस लेवल है विच इज़ 3975 so essentially it is looking to trade below between these two ranges until if it crosses 3975 probably 4030 is on and at this point you should look for supports in 3900 so essentially I'm expecting a range bound with a bit of a bullish bias at this point from a US market point of view for today's session. Okay, so then we'll sort of look at our markets based on that as well. So Nifty, if you see yesterday, we created a pretty distinct profile here, and then this is a place where we did consolidate and broke through. So our VPOC for the session sort of was at 1500 820 level. यहाँ पर हमारा VPOC था ना उसके ऊपर there was a trend down. Essentially, we closed there. So until we am holding 18850 levels typically, okay, I would look to short the rise essentially and once we start holding above then I would look for a pullback up to probably 900 910 levels and then up at the top of the value zone. Okay, this is where you would expect some market to again kind of rotate back वहाँ पर some sort of a resistance essentially 900 levels 920 sorry if you see 920 levels and in case we are able to cross 920 then some sort of a bullishness essentially so first expectation is to short until we cross 850 above 850 look for 920 and then look for a rotation back and then above that we look for a move up in that case. Okay, so and if you short, essentially our targets would typically remain this 750 levels and lower. Okay, overall 650 is a strong swing target on the markets at this point. Okay, we'll come to that why. If you see this is the daily charts on Nifty essentially. इसको अगर देखेंगे आप तो we have few distinct areas. अगर आप देखेंगे last year June July में यहाँ पर prices consolidated for 2 months essentially. We have a distinct profile 900 से लेके 650 ranges tak, okay, where there was a lot of price consolidation. Then we took off this huge rally after that June July move. Okay, this time it again visited this range around March May March lows were around this range where we sort of bounced back from and then we have again hit this zone. So my idea would be at least there's a possible test back to 650s on the downside and then we would look to hold here for some technical bounce eventually. If we crack 650 then I think a move to 250 300 levels around in Nifty, okay, which is the base of this overall move. Okay, so this is the big picture, so expect some sort of a consolidation rotation here if global market supports. If it doesn't, then once we are below 650, we expect to go lower from here. Okay, and that is Nifty for you. And similarly, Bank Nifty, if you look at this, this is again March. We put on some profile volume here and everything, and there was a sharp pullback of this ranges. तो यहाँ पर आपका 33,400 32 33,000 range तक some sort of support is expected so we can go and test 32 ranges 33,000 range sorry yeah the 33 800 30 ranges typically 32 900 800 ranges so and that is where I would expect so overall 33k is some sort of a base can be possible. Okay, so we are close to some intermediate support levels. If you break below 32k's 33k's then I think more downside is expected overall. Otherwise some intermediate support levels are in play at this point. Similarly Bank Nifty ka today's plan would be until we are essentially below 875 750 levels. Okay, we look to keep a short view, that is any pullback to these levels we would look to short. Okay, in case markets hold above these ranges then potentially a long play to the base of this volume which is roughly or we'll just see what level it is. So we look for these low stays 34 200 300 levels essentially. Okay, so till then I think you expect some sort of a resistance at 900, and above 900 we look for a move up to 34 200 levels typically. Okay, for bank nifty. Okay, so bank nifty, as I said, the zones one scenario is this. Second scenario, if you hold this, and then sort of hold, rotate or consolidate above this, and in case we hit the lows and we go lower, we look for 33K levels, okay, below these in the lows of yesterday. So these are the three, four scenarios we like to play with today. Okay, that's all for now. I think have a good day. Watch for the first, 5-10 minutes of flow and a candle, what it look like, what are the biases are, and then try to position yourself around that. Okay. And also do note that the VIX is high, which essentially means markets will have wild rotations. So look to take in profits and and trail aggressively. Sometimes it is important because markets can rotate back from both a complete bullish, and that is what has happened last few sessions. If you see barring yesterday, so these side of the V-shaped reversals will be there on both sides. So look to take in gains, look to lock in gains, and play safe. That's all. Yeah, thank you.